Yeah, so game dev was tough to get started in. I knew forever I wanted to do it. I remember being like 15 and playing Super Smash Brothers, and it was like, this game is amazing. Like, I want to make more things like this, and especially like the shared couch co-op stuff. When I found programming at the end of college, it was like, oh yeah, okay, let's make games, let's start, blah. And I tried to get going, and I sort of felt, I don't know enough to do this. I didn't really believe enough, and so I ended up getting onto more of a software engineering track, and I was very lucky. I had really great mentors, and I was an early hire at a startup, and then another one after that, and it basically was just very growth focused. In 2020, I took the year and I got to finally explore all things I wanted to program forever, and so I made like a Tetris clone and ClojureScript. I finally shipped my first game at the end of February this year, Dot Hop. That's the puzzle game, and it's very simple, and it's funny how much time I spent on other games only to have this one it's super basic, but ended up being really fun. And then I shipped a second game, Dino, at the end of May. So the Moonlander is excellent. I started with the ErgoDocs. I was working in an office with 5 or 6 other devs, and we were all sort of looking at the ErgoDocs for a while. I went to lunch and I came back and 2 people had bought it and it was coming. And so then 3 more of us bought that same day. And so then they all kind of came at the same time. And that was fun working with everybody and like figuring out all the ways to program it. And I didn't go as deep as some of them did in terms of I used the tools that you guys provide to do it, but you can go down to C and like really program everything. Then the ErgoDocs, I had to get another one at home, and that was really what helped my onboarding, was like using it in both places. Yeah, but then the Moonlander came out and you guys got me again. I was like, I have to, like, all the little things about it are a lot better, which I love, like the flaps are attached. This I think is great. It's like minimal and it's a lot tighter. It's easier to pack, and like when I'm not working, I like slide all this stuff over and I like put the whole monitor away, and then it opens up the room a bunch. I never really thought too much about my typing accuracy. It wasn't until the split that it's like, oh, I'm hitting some of the keys with the wrong hand. It definitely helped me get a lot more accurate. I've been journaling for a long time, and so I have like a big, thick stack of these that I can pull out of. This is like daily journaling habit, basically. For me, I'm like a very external thinker. You can see I got stuff all over the walls. I like need it out of my head, and I love to just like spill it and then see if it's worth it later. It's like, get it out and then we'll think about it later. It's really good for me mentally. I think it was like psychologically awesome, and it helped me like process things. Oh yeah, the other thing I really love is I have volume controls that are pretty simple. It's like this pinky, and then this is like up and down, and then these are next song, previous song. But if you hold mod when you do those volume controls, it edits Spotify's volume directly. And so that's like when you're on a call and you're like, I just need to turn Spotify down a little bit, but not all the way. And they're actually slightly different, which I guess it might be kind of weird. I'm not sure why that is. For me right now, this is perfect, and please don't change it. Like nobody touch it. It's fine. I didn't really think about my typing improving. It just was very natural, so that was kind of a nice surprise. There was some amount of like, is this actually going to be as good as it seems like it is kind of thing? Like, can it really have as many layers as you want? Is it really truly programmable? And there wasn't really anything that I wanted to do that I couldn't do. Some people probably get a lot of utility out of it, and I feel like even that is underutilizing what it's capable of, which is really cool. I feel like it can do really so many things. The investment for me was like, I'm working so much, my hands are getting tired. I think another one I just realized I love is to save. I do space enter. I really love it's like, wow, it's like a typewriter almost. I remember when we first got it and one of my coworkers was like, the cuffs are off, you can like really spread this thing, and it's like if you have a drink, you can put it right in the middle of your desk. It just sort of like breaks apart the way you're used to using your computer.